Welcome to another episode of The Bourbon Experience, and woohoo, rock and roll. And we are on our ending of the first round of our blind. So if you've been following all along, we've had how many rounds? I mean, how many of the, I don't even know.
This is the 10th round?
Is it 10?
We
can find out real quick. So anyways, but we've had a ton of different whiskeys, and they've been a double blind. And
this is round 12.
Round 12. I was going to say it feels more than just 10. So 12 rounds, and then we picked winners from each one. Sometimes two, because we've had a split, and we're taking all of those into a final, knock them out stage. They're going to go head to head, and we'll have to randomize that, won't we?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. After this.
We won't bore you with the details, but we got it covered.
It'll be done in the computers.
How was that?
Yeah.
All right, well.
Very technical.
It sounded very 1975 computer-ish.
Well, I printed it out on the dot matrix.
There you go. All right, so here we are. We're down to the last three, so we don't need to randomize it. Ready to rock and roll. Smells good from, All right. Well, shall we go? Number one. Ooh, that's got some heat.
Heat wave, heat wave, heat wave.
Oh, man, that smells good. Yeah, that smells like one of our possible ryes.
Yeah, it's got, again, a little bit of a fuller but dusty end smell.
Yeah, a nice little spicy pep in it.
The garter's really,
you're right.
The garter belt's holding on really nice, and
Man, I really hope you guys go back and watch the back catalog to find out what the hell we're talking about.
Seriously.
Yeah, no, that garter's not hanging on. It's
just slipping right off.
Yeah, right onto those legs.
They would have learned about the garter in the last one.
Right, but they still have to go back to and watch. I mean, new viewers are going to be like, these guys are nuts. Downvote, peace.
And the one thing that if you haven't learned yet is we will take a joke and we will drive it into the ground.
Chill, all right? Just chill it.
Yeah.
And then some.
It's like Chris Farley with bear claws. Yeah, we should probably be on some ADHD medicine.
I am. That is a rye.
That is...
That's a tasty rye.
That is delicious. Oh, man. The spice of it, you get that mid-palate spearmint going.
Big time.
It's
big time.
Oh, man. And it's got some proof right behind there.
It does.
I'm ready to roll.
This is the happiest you've been ever.
Hey. Good luck, you two.
Ready to go for number two?
Yeah. That is good. Little hint of vanilla, but it's got a nice little caramel cradle in there.
I think I'm still getting some from the previous rye. I don't think that's a rye. Do you?
I don't think it is. I think this is probably the one that isn't.
Boy, right there at the end, I get a little bit of caramel. Doesn't mean that it's not a rye. It might just have some heavy proof there, but right there, right before you get to the end, because the end, there's something else, but right before you get to the end, there's a little bit of caramel in there for a split second, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, there's a little bit of heat that comes in with the packaging.
Yeah.
So it's.
I think so far we're dealing with something. They're both not. These are not 90 proof bourbon.
No, they're 100 plus.
Yeah.
The
100 to 110 range is is probably a fair.
Yeah.
Now this could be our bourbon. I definitely agree with Alex's comment about sticking with if next time we do blinds, it's not cross pollinate in a sense. Rye stay with ryes, bourbon stay with bourbons, Irishes stay with Irishes, Scotches stay with Scotches, because it just makes things a lot more difficult.
Challenges.
It does. I think that might be the bourbon. But it's definitely it's kind of thin.
It is.
There's not a whole lot in the aroma. Yeah, it's a little bit thinner.
I'm not disappointed with either of these three.
Yeah.
I think 3 is tasty. It doesn't have the proof point and the backbone that these two have.
I can guess what your number 1, number 2, and number 3 are.
Oh, you want to guess?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
1, 2, and 3.
you're right.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm probably going to be upset with myself, but I will say this: I think that going from a rye to a bourbon, this was probably something that I'm going to be upset that I didn't pick. But my flavor palette's so out of whack right now with going from rye to rye, then to that. I'm creating excuses for myself now.
I know you. Do
Excuses.
you have any guesses what they are?
Have we had rare breed rye yet?
No, we have not.
I think that's the rare breed rye.
You would probably be correct.
Yeah,
'Cause that's mine too.
yeah. I don't know what else we've ever had.
And I'm trying to. I don't think we've had Knob Creek 7, and I think I have that in here, which means that's glass 2.
Whoa, okay.
I have no idea what the bourbon is.
Okay, well, we're going to find out
We'll
now.
find out what the bourbon is. Watch this be Knob 7.
Yeah, I know, right? Take a guess.
Is it 19?
It is.
That's Knob Creek 7.
Knob Creek 7. Wow.
Finishes third. So,
So-
that's the rye.
That is
Wow.
the rye.
I am. So the rye here, likely, fooled us with this one. So here's our bourbon.
Man, I'm going to be disappointed. I know it. Okay.
Hold on a second. Now I want
You want to try again?
to. With it.
Number 4.
Number 4. Really? Old Granddad 114.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Wow.
Definitely.
I'm disappointed it's not making it through.
I know. I mean, it's definitely. We were right. Higher proof.
Mm-hmm.
So all these are 110, 100 plus. So this was 100,
Mm-hmm.
114, and then if this is number 31, like it will be, this is 112.
Yeah. I'm disappointed because I really like Old Granddad 114, and I think, what number did you say it was?
31.
Yeah. So 31. So, and a little disappointed in that because I really like the Old Granddad 114.
Yeah.
And I will say, if it had been this way and we started Old Granddad first, I probably would have voted Old Granddad over the rare breed rye. Rare breed rye.
Yeah.
Say that 10 times fast. Out was Knob Creek 7, which
Yeah.
that's
I mean, the two losers out of this are kind of tough to swallow.
they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Old
Not literally.
Yeah. Old Granddad, 114. We've always enjoyed that one, so that's
Yeah.
disappointing.
Well, and
But-
you've heard me sing the praises of Knob 7.
Yeah, and that's the first time I think I've had it.
Oh, really?
I don't think I've had it before.
Oh, okay.
So that's a first time for me.
Yeah, when we do the one with Kenny, we're gonna have to. I'll have to make sure that.
Oh yeah,
that's
that'd
part
be
of
cool.
the
That'd be fun.
Conclusion.
We'll have to kind of pick a couple of ryes. And losing to rare breed rye, I get it. And
Well, I mean, if I recall correctly, in my 110 plus, this was my dose.
it was in there.
Yeah.
So
And it's just rare breed is just a pleasure every time.
yeah,
And rare breed rye is especially helpful because it's unfiltered.
yeah.
And
That is the difference. Again,
it includes all the nobbies that you want in your bourbons
yeah.
and ryes.
I mean, in our last show, which you weren't there for it, but we had that old tub and it was unfiltered, and you can tell. So
Well, I had some before
Yeah.
we had left, and I'm like, oh, that is delicious. You guys are gonna love it.
Okay, well, there you go. So the last one to make it in is rare breed rye. Next week, we're going to be jumping into we'll have the knockout
round.
stages.
Yep.
So what we'll have actually is we'll have it, going into next week, we'll have a complete bracket of who the winners were and then who's facing who. Thanks a lot for joining. Appreciate you tuning in. This has been fun for us.
For all bourbondom.
For all bourbon. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll catch you later.